Ashley Crocker, #HJB. No matter what happened, I hope her family is able to get her belongings out of the house, hoping for a safe return. As are we all, hoping for a safe return. And we don't know, and I want to make this clear for Ashley's comment, while Ashley's comment is up here on screen, we don't know if anything is being collected inside of the home, and we don't know if whether something is being collected, if that's something connected to the Laundrie family, or if that's a belonging of Gabby Petito. Remember, Gabby Petito is said to have lived in this home for an extended period of time. These two were engaged to be married, and people have commented at me and asked me if that's out of the ordinary. To live at your fiance's house with their parent, with your future mother and father-in-law, and maybe folks, you can comment at me again here. I don't think that that's very much out of the ordinary here. You live in a lot of weird places, or a lot of interesting places right after college, or right in your early 20s when you're trying to set up the foundation for the rest of your life. Sometimes you'll be in different apartments, you'll stay in different family members' houses. I don't think that that's out of the ordinary, but that's just me speaking there. Again, let's get to the comments. We have a crew here that's kind of moving down the street. A little tap of the touchscreen here, and we can see that we are moving down the street here. But you know what? I think that they're just returning to their vehicle to get ready for the 11 o'clock news here on WFLA. Let's listen in here for a moment and just see if there's any continuous shouting going on here, any noise, or whether the folks that have gathered here outside of the home, have they listened to officers and cooperated with officers in being quiet.
I figure how much longer we're going to need to stay here.
We're not going anywhere! Get your butt outside!
Yeah, we're day shift.
Again, we are not going anywhere until you are in handcuffs. Give us some damn answers!
Well, there's people, yeah. But, just let me know what the plan is, that's all. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Let's go to a camera shot here showing the crowd.
But I do want to emphasize they are talking
Back here with you live, folks, on WFLA Now. JB Buno here with you. Let's kind of reset with where we are. As a reminder, the very latest for you is on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, the latest on the search for Gabby Petito. There we have a hub for all of our articles connecting everything that we know right now with Gabby Petito's disappearance. So while we have an opportunity here, we'll go back to the live coverage here in just a second. But WFLA.com, the WFLA app, is where all the latest updates, everything that we have factually confirmed, everything from law enforcement, it's all on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, as well as analysis here. Now, what's interesting is here we have a woman that has been shouting at the house. Let's see. I think we have an interview with her live. Let's listen in.
Nascimento.
You a Northport resident?
Yes.
How long have you lived in Northport?
6 years.
Wow. You're out here tonight. We've heard you. Just what did it mean for you to be out here tonight as police are going in and out of the home?
I just hope that somebody would do the same for me. I hope that strangers, neighbors, the community would come together if it was me in my situation. So that's why I'm out here, and I feel like he's a coward. And even if it was an accident or anything, really, I mean, he knows something. So for him not to say anything is just heart-wrenching for me, because as a mother of 2 boys, you know, if something happened to either one of my boys, I certainly hope that whoever last seen them, which was Brian Laundrie, would say something, you know, or say at least, you know, it was an accident, or, you know, whatever, and something happened, we got into an argument, whatever. But he's not saying anything, and so that's why I'm here. We're going to harass him until he comes out, and I'm okay with that.
To see all these people out here tonight, you know, what does that tell you? What does that show you? To see all these people out here calling on him to speak and say something. What does that show you? What does that tell you?
Yeah. Honestly, we were here when it kind of first started, so we kind of saw the police come in and everything else. So it was exciting to see that more and more people were coming, and everyone was chanting for her and in her corner, and to show her that even though we don't know her personally, we're here for you and you're not alone. I mean, I hope that wherever she is,
I'm a reporter.
she knows that people are fighting for her.
Last thing, I'll let you go. You've seen officers going in and out. What do you see them? Do you see them carrying things or bringing anything out, or what are you seeing officers do? What have you seen?
Definitely. I saw the first time they were carrying some paper bags, so maybe it's to collect something. Initially, I thought it was to cover his face, because I thought he was a coward and wouldn't come out with his face. But I think it's to collect evidence.
J-E-N-N or J-E-N?
J-E-N-N. 2 N's.
Thank you so much.
Nascimento. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey, Jen Nascimento. That's my wife right there, baby.
Fist bump right there from Nico Clemens there to the woman. That's the calmest I've seen her all night. She's been screaming at the top of her lungs, so it was interesting there to see her in her calm voice. That's probably, that woman there has been the most vocal as far as using her vocal cords here to shout in the direction of this house. I think that she might be the one with the megaphone device. But quite frankly, based on some of the stuff that we were hearing, I don't know if she needs it. She's been shouting for hours now, but it was nice to hear her answer some questions from 8 on Your Sides. Nico Clemens here. We're live outside of the house there. Really, I mean, guys, turn up that iPhone brightness if you're watching on a mobile device, and you'll be able to see the faint outline of an officer that is keeping the peace here outside of the Laundrie home here. Again, let's reset, and then we have an entire queue of your hashtag AJB comments to get to here. Earlier on tonight, we got word of a demonstration that was going to occur outside of the Laundrie home. Of course, that's not something that any news outlet is going to share out information of and put on broadcast, just because first and foremost, it was unconfirmed reports. We didn't have a confirmed report that they were going to be organizing, and secondly, it's because of situations like this, because you don't know if there's somebody out there that might have really bad intentions as far as showing up here to the Laundrie home and doing something. We don't want this situation to get any worse. So we had some early word come into our newsroom regarding a demonstration outside of the home. We also got word, of course, a confirmed word, something that we were putting out on air, that there was a prayer vigil that was coming together not too far away from here in Northport, Florida, people that were coming together to share a message of hope. But then we got word, everything changed when we got word from News Nation's Brian Enton. Follow, of course, News Nation, a great outlet for us here as part of our company, Next Star Nation. Brian Enton reporting he was stationed outside of this house. He was right here in the spot. He's probably right there next to our reporters here. Brian, a ally of ours as far as our reporting here. And Brian reported that he was first to say to us, police have entered the home. And then, of course, it became the scene that we have now. This was before the sun went down. And then what happened, we had reports, and then it confirmed we had officers going in with brown paper bags, which can usually be used to gather evidence, collect items of some sort. And then officers coming out of the house to collect items from the silver Ford Mustang convertible. That's the vehicle that has been, we don't know whose vehicle that is, but that is a vehicle that has been in the driveway for several days now. And we know because we've had reporters here around the clock here monitoring the developments at the Laundrie household. So additionally, the other only significant development worth passing along here to you, trying to catch everybody up here on WFLA Now for folks that maybe just found this live stream, was the fact that, again, perhaps one of the most bizarre moments in this particular story so far, The entire crowd was on the front lawn of the house. That's trespassing times however many people that are there. They were all on the front lawn of the house. And that includes camera crews and news crews that were there. Everyone was on the front lawn of the house. And then, of course, the officer came and pushed everybody back into the street.